Later tonight at 8:30 p.m, we have farcical misadventures in an English holiday centre with Carry On Camping. But first, here's the Thamesmen.
Hey, George, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you? Have you got enough satellites over there today?
Got enough satellites. If everyone could write to Elon Musk and complain, I want more satellites above Colorado. My name is Alex. You're right. I'm in Colorado.
Hello, I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
You got it's a bit of a strange one today, isn't it, George? Explain why.
Oh, today is actually... So, we run a Patreon channel. And on our Patreon, please come and join us. Actually, weirdly, Patreon, you can actually now follow us on Patreon and be a free follower and get absolutely nothing. So come and join us and get nothing. But if you want to contribute, and if you want to contribute at the highest level, you have the option to be a rock god or goddess. And we gave one away.
Absolutely so. We did. We ran a competition. We ran a tombola. We ran a competition. We randomly picked one of our patrons to have this tier for 6 months. And what, George, does the rock god or rock goddess tier give you?
Oh, well, you get 5 choices of tracks all to yourself. And then we have a little chat and you introduce the tracks for us. And we live and learn with you about your favourite music. So we, as we announced a while ago, Annalisa is our rock goddess. And we have a little chat with her. We met her on Zoom and she showed up in her full regalia. She turned up with her crown, which was jolly nice of her, wasn't it? Yeah.
She did.
So,
goddamn royalty.
Goddess royalty. So, and I think what we're going to find is a bit of a theme. She's a big fan of Ren. So...
Yes. Which ain't a bad thing. And I know that, I know Ren's just dropped a load of music, but this one is Ren X and Chinchilla.
Whoa, don't give it. She's going to introduce it. Remember? Don't go.
Don't tell the name, George. Don't tell him your name.
You whistle while your name will also go on the list. What is it? Don't tell him, Pike.
All right, let's go, because I've absolutely put my foot in it, but no surprise there. But I think people can read anyway, because they'll be on the title. So between us, we are complete idiots. But let's go over and switch and meet her, shall we?
Yeah, we're going to cut to the tape.
All right.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm George, I'm in Los Angeles.
I'm Alex, and I'm in Colorado, and look at that, we got someone special. Who is it?
It's our rock goddess. Welcome. This is our special patron who has deemed to be a rock goddess for the next... Oh, I even got a crown. Can I have a crown? I should have a crown. But fantastic. Hello, welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Thank you for deigning to be my subjects.
Do you own any swans by any chance?
No, I don't have any swans. I have a dog, but no swans.
Oh, damn it.
Well, for those who don't know, we did a competition quite some time ago, and one of the tiers on their Patreon is if you become a rock god or goddess, you get to pick your own track, and you won, so congratulations, which means you get to pick 5 tracks. So, yeah, who would have thought it?
We are at your mercy in terms of like musical choices, and we might even get around to recording them and editing them at some point. But no, we will. We promise we will. So, how are you?
Do you want to? Yeah, I do apologize, George. I was going to say, do you want to tell people where you're from, your toilet cleaning history, anything you want to add on that one?
I'm living in the north of England. I'm in a little town called Clitheroe, which is between Preston and Lancaster in Lancashire. So I've been here about 5 years now.
Beautiful part of the world.
It's lovely if you can see it through the rain. But today it was not raining, so that's good. Yeah, but it rains a lot.
And I do apologise about the toilet cleaning humour, but apparently you've been cleaning the bogs at Glastonbury.
I have. I've been to 3 festivals. I went to Glastonbury and cleaned the loos. I went to Green Man and cleaned the loos. And I went to Latitude and didn't clean the loos. So
I've got to ask.
I'll go to more festivals next year, but I'm not going to be cleaning loos ever again. I've had my fill of cleaning loos. I won't go into details.
We've been to festivals.
It's not.
Yeah, I've got to ask, out of the 3 festivals and the loser toilets you cleaned, which one has got the best shitters?
Green Man.
Oh, of course it would be. Yeah. So all that compost. Right. So
On that note,
we're gonna move on, and if it's okay with you, George, what is the first track?
what brought you to Ren? Where's that coming in from?
I suppose I was a bit stuck in the 60s and 70s music, the music you brought up on. And although I hear things on the radio, it wasn't really doing anything for me. It became background music, really. And I didn't really have a modern somebody I was really into. And then my brother-in-law sent me a link to Hi Ren in early January. And I thought it was just so different and so interesting, and it made you think. And then I was just hooked. And then I got into his other music, and it's very different, but it's thoughtful. He's just a great musician, and I just think it's so interesting, and it's kind of inspirational when you know what he's been going through, and his music reflects that. And I just very impressed, and I've become a fan. So it's really interesting because you go onto these reaction channels on the internet and you look at people who are writing things, and quite a lot of people are older. It's sort of going from teenagers right up to people in their 70s, and you think, wow, it's really striking a chord with people. I think it's because he's very open. At the beginning I was thinking perhaps he's a little bit too open, maybe he'll regret it, but he seems to be open about everything. And I think being that open, it sort of lets people in, and they see a full person, highs and lows, and what he's thinking and his beliefs, and you just think, right, that's great. I'm on board. Yeah. I would follow him. I think he's
I think he's got enough elements in his music, traditional elements, because he plays the guitar or whatever, to grab over the ages. And you're right, he doesn't sing about money, doesn't sing about fame. No. He doesn't sing about his wealth. He sings about mental health.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think it just bridges a lot of gaps, and authenticity. He's just got it in bucket loads with talent.
Exactly. And he's self-taught. He's obviously had a lot of time to listen to music, and it's very wide, and it's sort of very wide-ranging, from Nina Simone and Django Reinhardt right up to modern rap. So it's just fascinating how he's able to sort of mesh it together and reflect how he's feeling.
But the poor sod, he's Welsh. He's Welsh, isn't he?
He moved to Brighton, though, didn't he? So,
Oh, yeah, so that's all right. Yeah,
he got out.
He got out. He didn't want any more misery in his life, so he's got enough. So he moved from Wales, yeah.
I saw an article he posted just the other day, a couple of days ago, saying about how thankful he is, and how, his treatments, he has his ups and downs, but he's working hard on his treatments in Canada. And how he's using his newfound, the fact that he through his own, because he's got a new album come out which is on pre-sale right now, I believe, and he's now able to self-fund some of his medical treatments, and he's also bringing awareness to other people in these things. Well, I think it's awesome.
I think he's very aware, because when I started following him in early January, he still had a GoFundMe page to sort of pay for his getting to Canada and having the treatments. So now, less than a year, just over half a year later, he's more financially secure, and I think he feels some kind of, not responsibility, but he feels he recognizes he's very lucky, really, to have the opportunity to go abroad and get proper treatments. So I think he's sort of seeing himself as a bit of an advocate for people who don't have a voice, who have these chronic illnesses. I was just going to say, I mean, when I'm talking about him to people who don't know, I say, well, he's a little bit like, he's so different. And he's a little bit sort of like a modern David Bowie or somebody, you know, he's I think he's going to be that influential. And yeah, I think he's that impressive.
Excellent. Well,
and he was a very nice chap. He left us a very nice note.
Good. Yes, I saw that.
I know. It's just like, you know, we got the nod from him, sir. Thank you very much. I hope
So hi, Ren.
Getting better, Ren. Hi, Ren.
And this is your rock goddess, who very, very, very smartly has got to putting us on a track which we definitely wanted to follow. So I think the first track that we're going to look at is Ren with Chinchilla, and a track which will be called Chalk Outlines, and it's going to be a live version, which we'll have coming up in a minute on this channel. So what can you tell us? Do you have any sort of anything particular about this track that you feel we should know or look out for, or anything like that?
Well, it's a one take, so it's all done without cuts. I don't know how many times they had to do it without cuts, but it's clever put together. It's a little bit like a dance between them, really, when they're together.
Okay.
And I just think it's clever, and it shows great chemistry between them. And it's a very moving song.
What do you know about Chinchilla? I've heard this name mentioned. Other people have said we've got to check out Chin. Do you know anything about her? It's her, isn't it?
It is. Her first name's Daisy. She's got a fantastic voice. She's also independent. She wasn't independent, but she split away. She's become independent again. I don't know whether that's sort of inspired by Ren. She has great big nails like chinchillas, but she wears them for performing. Apparently, it gives her confidence. She's got fantastic voice. There's a really good video of her and Ren doing some busking in Brighton, and it's very good. And you can tell Ren is enjoying it. You're just smiling away when she's belting it out. So she's got a great song called Fingers. And if you watch the live version she did with just a pianist, it's what you won't be disappointed. I mean, it's wow. She's got such a great voice. And she makes her own costumes, and she's smart. She's her own producer, and she's a force to be reckoned with. So I think she started to blow up as well.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be awesome. So, well, we'll check that out in a minute. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting our channel and being a patron and everything that you do. Part of being a rock goddess is you have a direct line anytime to talk, call us, let us know that we're doing something right or wrong. Not that we might listen, we might not. Who knows? You know. So
do I have any power as a rock goddess?
Like all gods, people pray to you and nothing happens, pretty much.
No. You've got the power to gift money, love. That you also have the power.
No thunderbolts. You're not a Norse god. I'm afraid you're a rock god.
Okay, a rock god.
Yeah. And you can have the mystery note. You know, there's 12 notes in a scale. You can have the 13th note.
Okay, good. Magical note.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
I'll leave it to the. Thank you so much. I think we should leave it to the rock goddess to count us down from 3, 2, 1 and a go, and then we'll put the video on.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Mikey.
I love how good his videos are.
I know. Sucks you straight in.
So creative.
Still here in this bed that I crawled in. I hope that I'm someone else in the morning. So take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. Walk around in the floating chalk outline. So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, oh my, erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Sertraline and a sip of serotonin. Don't cry, 'cause there's a pill for everything. Take this one, wash it down and you'll be fine. The feeling goes and you draw a chalk outline.
So it goes, let it be. In the gallows, I'm balanced on my toes so I can breathe. But little by little, bit by bit, I push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my, erase ourselves. It's such a perfect day. Take it just in case. Take it just in case. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. All things change. It's such a perfect day. It's a beautiful shame. It's a beautiful shame. I'm scared of being okay, 'cause all things change. But little by little, bit by bit, I'll push it back down with a new habit. If not for long, just for a while, I'll bury myself with a great big smile. Oh my, we trace ourselves in these chalk outlines. Oh my,
Erase ourselves in these chalk outlines.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
They are so good.
There was a moment in that when she went to the higher octave and all the hair stood up on my arm. There was two of them.
Exactly the same. Yeah. Exactly
two of
the
them,
same.
Two of them in a guitar in a beautiful reverbed chamber. That was it. And it was those moments that I'm always trying to capture when I listen to music, and they hit that moment.
Yeah, we haven't seen Chinchilla yet, so we've heard about her because of our previous Ren tracks, and they said we're going to check out Chinchilla, and she's got a great voice, and complimentary but different from what he's doing, and just that duet, a good powerful duet, cannot be beaten at times, you know?
Now everyone's going to say we should have done the different version with the whole studio version with the beat and everything. Nah. I mean, that's great, but that was absolutely fantastic and live, and then when it was so good. Good.
I think, that I love every video we've seen of his, whoever his videographer is them, whatever, is amazing. They just this sort of, this concept of it's one take, it's one shot, it's one go. It's absolutely brilliant. It makes it so authentic and makes it so much more interesting. And just the simplicity. They obviously don't have huge budgets, but they put together something that looks as good as anything anyone else does. Just on a simple idea.
There was a comment today that I responded to, and someone said, "I wish you could do studio versions, not the live versions." And I responded, not knowing we were doing this track, that every now and again you get that very rare moment with musicians that you can't capture in the studio, where they're just looking at each other's eyes and it just, the magic happens. And it just happened there.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What a song. What a great song.
It was really, really
what
good.
Great lyrics.
Yeah.
Great lyrics.
And different from what we've seen from him before. Maybe a more traditional song in some regards, less sort of like sort of hip-hoppy kind of beat driven, and so great in that right, just a really good song. And she was great as well.
And
so
Chinchillas, right?
Chinchilla.
Very cute animals. But all I know about Chinchilla is you can't get them wet.
Why not?
Because their fur is so dense, it traps the water, and then they die of fungal infection.
So do they live in like the desert then, where it never rains?
Yeah,
is that
they
where
live
they live?
in dry conditions. Yeah.
Do they have really pointy nails? Because she had incredibly pointy nails. I was worried for his eyes at some points when she was like going in for the I was thinking you're going to have his eye out if you're not careful there,
I was just thinking, Jesus Christ, she could bloody pluck that guitar 4 foot away if she wanted to do a solo, you know what I mean? It's just like, but I think she was also aware of her own nails as well.
You'd probably have to be, really, wouldn't you? Because they're like a deadly weapon if you're not careful, really.
Especially when you're going to the toilet. Anyway, yes, absolutely. As she's going to hospital. Oh, that's nasty. How'd that happen? Well, anyway.
I sneezed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just tried to wipe my. Anyway, I think it's time for
scores. Ha-ha!
Well, as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, we might be getting rid of the Mark III scoreboard because it's a piece of shit that's out of focus.
We've never done that before. It's always sat there perfectly in focus, looking like a high-tech piece, and today it's out of focus. We can't work out why. Oh well.
Well, I it's some say that it's we're cutting new boundaries. We're cutting the fifth barrier, aren't we?
Well, we are. We're on the bleeding edge of technology, and when you do that, things happen. So anyway, people are watching this on their phone, so they can't even read it. So it doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
You could say anything.
All right, George.
All right.
So Chinchilla, who mustn't get wet. Or be careful with herself, especially when she's going supermarket shopping for soft fruit, and also for Ren.
Uh-huh.
What scores are you giving that, George?
I love it. I think Ren is absolutely amazing, and I know this one's about a year old, this song, and I think this, if we'll do these Rock Goddesses tracks, and we'll probably end up coming through to the new stuff soon, I think, because there is just amazing. I love it. I'm going at like 8.5 because I think Ren deserves every bit of kudos he can get. I love what he does.
Very well. And Annalisa, you've got great taste in music. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so I agree with you. Modern artist. It's a kind of a new sip of drink, and then once you have one taste, you go through its catalogue so quickly. It's that infectious, and then get a track like that, which is so beautifully written, so beautifully sung, and really, again, it was just two of them and a guitar in a hallway, and they managed to make that sound. That for me is going to go at a 8.8.
Oh, wow.
Well, that on the math.
Exactly. Why do I always do the math anyway? 8.5.
Because you're the smart one. Because you're the smart one. Remember?
I don't know about that, but I think that makes 17.3. Does that sound about right?
Well, yes. I made it about 1924.
It's 17.3. Now, where does that put us in our blurry scoreboard?
Let's go and have a look. You might have to talk to us in the mic about it because we can't see jack shite.
Okay. All right. It's going to be about there, and it coincides with another band at 17.3. And do you know who that band is?
No.
It's Tragically Hip. New Orleans is sinking. So, now for those,
ladies and gentlemen, you know the rules. If you equal another band on the board in a caged fight, if the two bands were put in, which band would walk out victorious, stays on top?
Now, right now, we're like, as we're recording this, our Tragically Hip week is airing to the masses, and it is going really well. And we've had concentrated Tragically Hip, absolutely fantastic. I love Ren, and Chinchilla's claws are incredibly insane and dangerous, but I think the Tragically Hip would kick their ass because Gord has that mad energies that would just drive an army, I think.
Well, first of all, I think may I dare say, that was very well scored. Both bands, Ren and Tragically Hip, absolutely fantastic. Put them in, lock them in a cage fight. Gord comes out, he goes a little bit mad. You never know what he's going to do. Chinchilla comes out and nails, quick stab in the neck, he's down. But then the band swell up, and he's kind of, the whole Tragically Hip are coming up, and they swell and they do a guitar solo. That only leaves Ren. He's on his own. Absolutely, Tragically Hip wins.
Yeah, I think so. And there's more of the hip, aren't there?
Just by pure numbers.
Pure numbers game. Yeah.
Chinchilla could take 2 or 3 out, but really,
Yeah. Okay. So there we go. That's
what they do? They're just coming with a glass. They're just going to come in with a glass of water and threaten Chinchilla. She runs away because she knows she's going to die of a skin infection.
I think you're getting your wild animals with people confused here, possibly. I don't think they're the same thing.
It's a fine line. It's a fine line. Okay. Fine line.
Well, there you go. As you can see in the blurry view, it's that's the story. What's super weird, isn't it?
If you, my dear friends, if you're still here, if you want to get your own music and your own choices on the Thamesmen, you are able to do that. Head over to Patreon. Pick the the God tier, and you'll have 5 tracks that you can pick over 6 months to join our goddess.
Christmas is coming, so it might be a really nice gift for a friend or a family. Give them a rock goddess position.
Hopefully they've got good music taste, because if it's like a 3-year-old, we'd have to be responding to fucking the wheels on the bus go round and round again.
Wiggles. It would get the wiggles on, wouldn't it? So, yeah.
God almighty. We should... All right, caveat. You have to have good musical taste.
Well, we can't say
otherwise, we'll give you money back.
Yeah, because we need a new lazy scoreboard, basically. Look at this one. We do. This one's terrible.
We really do.
Yeah.
This one's shite. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for joining us.
And thank you, Rock Goddess. We really appreciate your support and your choices. And thank you. I hope we did it justice.
Take care. Ciao.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side. Bye.